Alright, so it's time to submit your helmet or your asset, whatever you are making. So back to this, the Player Studio website, and now it's time to go to submit an item. So log in, which I didn't think about doing first. Go to PlanetSide 2 or whatever game you're submitting for, and then select. For us, we're going to be doing, for this tutorial, we're going to be doing a helmet. Now, this is where you put your SOE PSX file. This is where you put your screenshot. Screenshot has to be a JPG. It cannot be PNG. You upload this directly. Then you enter your email address, creator's name, so whatever name you want showing up. For me, I use G1NGERBOY, or my Ginger Boy name. You can find all my helmets that are in game with that name. You want a free version of the helmet to go to your character, which I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't. Or if you want the whatever you've made, if you want to be given to you in game, you put in your in-game name for the character that you want to go to. So if it's a helmet, in this case, the one I'd be putting in is my VS character name, server name. So I'm on Emerald. I'd be putting in Emerald there. What is this item? You give, a name. So in this case, it'd be a ballistic mask or helmet. Item name, whatever you want the helmet to be called. So the helmet that this would be submitted as is the Apocalypse, I believe is what I called it, or Armageddon, something like that. I've got one of my other ballistic masks is the other, whatever that this one isn't. But anyway, you can propose description of the item. Say it's a knife for I don't know, or it's a ballistic mask for blocking ballistic projectiles or blocking projectiles, whatever you want to call it. If you want to, this area here is for giving a suggestion for price. If most helmets go for I think $7, $7 US, all the way up to I believe it was 12, maybe it's $10 at one point, I don't know. But you can do that. I always leave this blank. Firm ownership, have to do that to be able to continue. And then if you have any additional things you want to tell the people, the devs, just write it in there. Once you're done with that, click the box and then submit your item. Once you're done with that, you will be a little pop-up saying that that your submission has been, your item is being submitted. You'll have to wait like 24 hours before it may, if it's not valid. So anyway, once this is done, just all you have to do on that is press OK. Once this is done, you go to submission status, and you can check the check what it is on. So once this loads here, you can see here that I have submitted both the male and the female version of the ballistic mask that we just worked on, right? So here you can see it's female. This is the name. I have named it. And you can see that it is valid. Now, if it is not valid, there could be a problem. One of the things that could be a problem is if you use the wrong version of the PS Viewer, it will come up with a problem. If it doesn't, if the PS Viewer doesn't crash on you to begin with, submitting it will come up with something like a texture error, a mesh error, something like that. So make sure you use the standalone viewer currently. But if it says valid, you're good. All you have to do is wait on it to be accepted. If it's not accepted, you will get a little declined or request. You can see down here all the different things that it may say on it. Usually there is, if it is declined or what is it called down here, revisions requested, they will give a little description of what you may need to change or what needs to be done before it would be accepted. Alright, so once you have that, once you have it submitted and it is valid, you will be able to come to this here to join the discussion again, the forums, sign in, and this is where you'll be able to see your submission right here if you're signed in. And as you can see here, I've had 9 views on that one. 4 views. This is the female version. This is the male version. You can go Look at that. So this is what I use when I submit a helmet type of pictures I take. Photo joiner is what I use to join the photos. So if you want to use that, I will put a link in the description for this. I use the previous version, so it's pretty easy. But anyway, you can use this to join your photos. Then once you have that done, you this is the photo that you post with it. This way they can see daytime, what all sides of the helmet will look like, what they will look like at night, and what they look like with camo. And then you can also check, let's see here, other people's submissions, and if you want to comment on them, you can. Alright, so once that's done, basically all you have to do now is wait for your submission to be accepted or hopefully accepted. Remember, submit a male and female version of your helmet, and if you can weight paint them, that is also a good thing to do. I didn't go over that in the video in the tutorial, but if you know how to do that, yeah, like I said, it is suggested. So I hope this has been helpful to all of you, and yeah, happy modeling or happy player studioing, whatever you want to call it. Yes, and if you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask me either on Twitter or in the comments of the video. So yeah, I will see you next time, guys. Bye.